Got the mic. Hello, welcome to Good Chats, everybody. Thanks for coming on board. Thanks for bearing with me again. I literally just was testing on another stream and everything was working fine. Welcome to Steve Click. Welcome to Re-L. G'day Daryl, welcome aboard. Thanks for all the stuff you're sending me again. Hello John Wayman, welcome aboard sir. O'Malley Tours 34 around the grounds, thanks for coming on board. JK and Steve Klink and Pete Donaldson, so the crew's all here. And if you're one of the other lurkers, then feel free to pipe up. This is Good Chats. It's a half-hour live stream here on Outdoors Type where we find out what you've been up to, what I've been up to, and what the plans are next for the future. Cool. Thanks for the and I also learn a lot about volume tips from everybody, because it seems like every time I turn this on, there's a different volume setting going on. So I've just turned that up a little bit. Let me know how that's going. This is a totally different setting to the one I finished the stream on last week, but hey, that's just the way you go. I've just turned that up a little bit. Let me know how that's going. This is a totally different setting to the one I finished the stream on last week, but hey, that's just Welcome aboard, Kingsley. Yeah, I think anyone who knows streaming will find that this stuff happens a lot. Yeah, right, I'll chuck a bit more on. Yeah, I think anyone who knows streaming will find that this stuff happens a lot. Yeah. So, here we go. And I'll turn the feedback off there. So what we're going to talk about tonight, well, what's new? Welcome aboard, everybody. What have you been up to? What's been happening in your neck of the woods? I have been busy with my volunteer work for Walking SA. Head on over to Walking SA on Facebook and check them out, or head on over to the website and check it out. That's one of my passion volunteering projects. I have been busy scouring the advertisements for the, I think I probably fixed that Echo JK because I had a speaker going on in the background there. So yeah, looking for the next dream job, man. In the meantime, I've been brushing up on my Adobe skills, and you would have seen a few recent videos, essentially just me coming up with new ideas and having a bit of a play around with them in Adobe. I'll show you a little bit about that too. I've been playing around with Google Earth Studio as I'm researching a video on the Jubilee line. So that's the railway line that went east from Adelaide Railway Station. Been doing a bit of research there. I think I've found all the images that it's possible to find, and we'll run through that. And I'll show you a little bit about the mapping tools that I've uncovered on Google Earth Studio. Now, I'm not an expert, but I know the tools well enough that I can follow just about any YouTube video in the world and make things happen. So it's pretty exciting what I've been able to do. Then I was going to talk about the last video, which is basically me just going back to my roots of just working on continuing to develop my skills and my timing in just setting footage to music. Which is it's fun and relaxing for me to do. There's no research involved. I just have to find the right footage and match the right music, and then do it all to the right time. I don't know, what do you guys think about music that you use in videos? Where do you look for your music that you use in videos? Do you kind of think about matching the music up even? I was a bit rough at this to begin with, but the more I do it, the more I learn the techniques. Do any of you use software that automates this for you? I know there's tools out there that will do that. So this weekend I am going to head up to Clare for a birthday, but I'll make sure while I'm there I've come up with an idea to go exploring the old style station buildings that still exist up there. I've always been particularly interested in Marilden. There's Menora, which I've been to a couple of times but never really explored, and then there's Tarlee, which I've been to and I've never really explored either. And I've always been intrigued, and now I've got the time to follow some of these deeper rabbit holes that I've had banked up for ages. Have a look at the architecture. So they're all basically identical stations, and so I wanted to find out more about where this style came from, and so that will also be my next video. So I'm filling in time between now and next weekend, or sorry, a couple of weekends away, when I head down to Hayward and explore the Mount Gambier to Hayward line once more, and the Western Victorian lines that I just kind of had a bit of a brush over last time I was down there. If you've got any particular ideas for what you might want to see down there, obviously I'm going to do all the major highlights, the bridges and stuff like that, but if there's anything you'd like to see from southwestern Victoria down there, or the Mount Gambier to Hayward line, then let me know and I'll try and cover it in the couple of weeks coming. Then I might pull out a little bit of a book of the week. I'm not sure at the moment. I'm a bit nervous about that. I can't really think about a book of the week at the moment. I haven't really had much time. I've been doing far too much video editing. So what do you think of the magic window thing we've got going on there. Maybe I'll just keep chucking videos in the background there while I talk, and we can have like an outdoors type live stream magic window. Anyway, I'm going to do a slideshow, and we're going to have a look at the images of the Jubilee line that I've managed to pick up. I was actually scouring, so I have to find another video to put in the magic window now, because that one's gone twice. What video shall I put in the magic window? So I have to look for another source. Hadn't really considered doing this. No, here's something completely different. Going to put the video that I did of the Palmer Sculpture Biennial earlier this year, which is totally different style for me, but hey, we'll put it in there into the, I've got to remember to point that way, magic window. Maybe I'll come up with a template-y thing that'll put something around the magic window, hey. Diesels across the desert. No, I haven't. I can look it up. That's for sure. Some of these videos, the old videos, are awesome. Head on over, if you're interested in a really cool, authentic old video, head on over to John Wayman's channel. I'm trying to think, if you just look up Trekker, Trekker, on YouTube, pretty sure you'll find his channel there. It's got a few videos, and one of them is a video from, God, I think it was early 70s, of a trip from Hayward to Mount Gambier on an actual train back then, which I'll use as reference for some of my video coming up. So thanks for sending me that, John. Really appreciate it. Okay. What was I going to do next? That's right, the slideshow. We'll come back to the magic window later. G'day, Andy. Welcome aboard. I see that your latest post on Facebook now, the link, when I click on it, takes me straight to the YouTube video now. So whatever was going on there, looks like it's pretty much fixed. No, John, the work that I do is essentially, you know, a good researcher will always say they know that they're standing on the shoulders of giants, people who are actually there. It looks like a really good trip, man. So what we're looking at now, I don't have a little window of me in this one, but anyway, we're looking at Elder Park in Adelaide, of course. And we're looking at the back of Parliament's House, and we're looking at the cutting in the middle of the image there, which was for the Jubilee exhibition line. You can see on the extreme left of the image King William Street and the footpath there, and by this stage in this image, which was undated, I don't have a date on it, but you can see that the entrance to the tunnel has been regreened and is now, you know, part of the parklands again. But the permanent way, so to speak, or the earthworks, was still there for quite some time. Now I've got to press some buttons to make this thing move. This was Adelaide Railway Station. I got this one from the National Railway Museum. You can see the Adelaide Railway Station building over there, and you can see what was essentially the siding. I'm pretty sure it was already cut off by this stage. I'll do some redating on this one before I make a video, obviously. But that one was a siding which led to the exhibition line. We're really scouring the images at the National Railway Museum now, and I'm kind of clutching at straws a little bit, but on the extreme left, extreme left, is the siding heading off to the exhibition line. So it went around, and I'll show you how it did that. later. Here is a rail car sitting in front of the hill between Government House and the Torrens Parade Ground. So if you know the city of Adelaide and you know the Torrens Parade Ground in the middle of the city and you know the hill there, spent a lot of time around there in my university days and whatnot, hanging around, sitting on that hill. And you can see palms in the background, which are likely still there. And in front, these guys would have been facing what is now the Torrens Parade Ground. Why do I keep hitting transition? Whoops. Here is another image taken a bit earlier, and from what we could tell at the museum, it shows the siding itself actually beginning to curve around the northern side of the station. And another image. Turns out a lot of what the NRM has is public domain if you look a bit harder. They did have this one though, which the guys at the museum think is the platform at the exhibition, Jubilee exhibition building, but I sort of have a feeling that that platform ended inside a building now with some of my research. I don't know, but all of their head scratching could only come up with this as being a locomotive parked at the exhibition building station, which is essentially now where the Napier building of the University of Adelaide is. Now, I went to quite a few lectures in that Napier building, never really understanding that I was probably sitting on top of an old railway station. And was this it? I don't know if anyone can tell us a little bit more about that. I'll go back to the picture if I need to, but yeah, I'll keep moving on for now. This was the rear of the exhibition building, and you can see some rails in the ground there. Haven't been able to really put all of the picture together about what it looked like there, but because it's hard when you just got single images. There's an image I'm going to use when talking about the building itself. Here's one map that I found on Wikipedia. Pretty basic map there, but does show you a couple of things. Here's another one that I found. People have done a few maps of this. Exhibition building again. Here's another one overlaid, and there shows even a siding on the line this time. So that's the first time that evidence of a siding has appeared anywhere in my research of this line. Here's another one, a cadastral map from way back when, which I guess is a matter of some conjecture if it shows the siding on that one or not. And I will have a title on this map in the video. I'm sort of running a bit cowboy on the live stream, but there's further evidence of where the line was. You can see the Jubilee Oval there. Really interesting stuff. So yeah, Hidden Railways of Adelaide. Have I been there yet? Let's have a look. No, I haven't been there yet. Is that on Facebook, Daryl? Let's have a look. Let me know how I can find that reference, Daryl, because I can't find it in a Google search or a Facebook search. So, yeah, let me know. I'll look it up, because I don't want to leave any stone unturned. I want to have all of the images that are available. I believe I got them so far, but we'll see how we go. Jubilee Oval is a former footy ground. Well, yeah, it's now part of the vibrant grounds of the University of Adelaide. Here's another image of that line there as it headed east, I'm presuming. That's a very grainy image. There's not much you can really tell from that. Picked this one up from Heritage of the City of Adelaide as well. So there's a few images there to use in a potential video. I didn't really think I had enough content. That Jubilee Oval, when you dig a little bit, Andy, if you have a look at the Jubilee Oval, there's heaps of information on that and heaps of images. It looks like it was kind of Adelaide's main sporting oval before Adelaide Oval was built. So I reckon it'd be a story worth telling, dude. Where are we? Now, if I go to a screen cap now, and it'd be good to, everyone can use this. This is a browser-based tool. I'll just bring it up in the browser too. So yeah, you just Google it and just use your Google account, right? And it just opens up in your browser and you start doing stuff, right? It's like Google Earth, but this time you get to make videos with it and you get to insert some of your own stuff with it, and the 3D imagery is amazing, is next level compared to Google Earth itself. And it also takes care of the crediting of usage of Google Earth as well. So let me make that window a little bit bigger. To be fair, can't really see it there. So hopefully that's a bit bigger now. And once it's gone up a little bit bigger, so I created this fly through in Google Earth Studio. So I use the tools to do all the camera moving stuff, and then I put this into After Effects. I brought in place markers as well that I'd created in Google Earth Studio to, hopefully this will work. Yeah, you can see a couple of other things there, but so then I can actually anchor map markers to specific locations on a moving map, which is really effing difficult when you start to think about it a little bit. And so this is the way I've been able to do it and take my familiar old markers from a lot of my animations before, add it to this 3D fly through. Let's see if it will work, or I will just have to scrub through it. Not sure if it's really going to want to play ball at full, so I'm just going to scrub through. It looks like it wants to do it a little bit better if I just scrub through with my mouse. But yeah, After Effects is kind of, I'm trying to live stream After Effects. Yeah, okay. So I've been able to make the location markers stick. Still got a few little niggling few issues with some of them. And when you draw a path onto the map, or you try and transpose a path that you've created in Google Earth, so you create the yellow path there, I created that in Google Earth and then saved it as a Google file and then put it into Google Earth Studio. So Google Earth Studio is different again, and it does this cool stuff, which gives you flyovers that are essentially just like drones. So you can go crazy with that, man, and make all sorts of videos with that. You can tilt, you can pan, you can zoom around, you can pretend you're a drone. You can go right in to the city streets and under and within the buildings as well, because it must have a bit of Google Street View data in there. But yeah, damn cool. Try it out sometime. Google Earth Studio. and I think it'll be a cool addition to what is a fairly content-free video. There's a fair bit of stuff I can talk about. I found a couple of papers that mention a few more deeper details, but otherwise, Now, what am I doing? On the State Library. Good website if you want to go researching, but not one you want to go looking at on the live stream. Okay. Let's go back here. Oh, look, the magic window started again. Ooh. The plan is this weekend to head up to Marilden, Menora, and Tarlee and sort of highlight the similarities in the architecture of those old buildings on those old lines. Yeah, man, Google Earth Studio is just kind of really invigorating when you find it. You can do so much more with it. I mean, perhaps if you don't necessarily have access to the compositing programs like After Effects, like I do, and you're putting little points and dots and animations and stuff on a map, maybe you still want to stick with Google Maps or Google Earth, or whatever sort of software tool you have. But essentially that 3D stuff's one of the reasons I keep Adobe hanging around on my bank account. And then the weekend after Hayward and all that. So I'm going to have a quick look for a book of the week, but I'm really scraping the bottom of the barrel at the moment. Here we go. Campbelltown High, 1958 to 1991. My alma mater. So let's highlight some of the hairstyles of, God, what year was this? I don't even know what year this was. 1991, there you go, look at that. Welcome to the world of flicky fringes and perms. Now, I don't know off the top of my head what year I was in 1991. What year was it? Oh my God, yeah, we're getting close. Hairstyles of the Bogan and famous in Campbelltown. Oh, we're getting there. Not quite yet. Bloody hell. No, I wasn't in year 12 at that stage. Or was I even? Maybe I was. I haven't looked for a really long time. Yes, there's some mullets that I recognize. We must be getting close now. No, there's got to be more. Where are we? Oh, I don't even recognize. Wow, I don't even recognize some of these people. There we go. Campbelltown in Adelaide. Where are we? There we go. Look at all that hair. Far out. Interesting, you should mention aerial photos. Yeah, Campbelltown in Adelaide. God, there's Campbelltowns everywhere, isn't there? Although I did grow up near Campbelltown in Sydney too, prior to that. There's a lot of reasons we're happy they didn't have cameras back in the day for everything. And we had to line up for photos like that, that's for sure. But interesting you talk about, cameras and age, for example, and I went looking for aerial photos of Adelaide, and it looks like the first aerial photos of Adelaide were really started to come out in the late 1920s, and before that there was a few opportunistic photos, but I guess they didn't really have aerial photos of Adelaide until they had planes in Adelaide to take them from, which makes sense. So there's there you go. That's just funny, the interesting thing you find when you go researching, that there's a certain point where the aerial photos stop. Okay, well, that was Book of the Week, and like I said, I don't even know what's going on there. That was just my high school yearbook from 1991. My God, I wish it was 20-something. So we're going to wind it up now. We're going to go find... Oh, look, we'll keep the magic box on. Oh no, maybe we'll turn magic box off for the last bit. And we turn that on and that off. Oh dear. All right, well, thanks for joining me again, everybody. Sorry I was a bit late. Sorry I stuffed up the sound again, but hey, that's part of the fun of the first 5 minutes of Good Chats here, is just being able to chat at all. So thanks for coming on board, Steve. Thanks, Ree. Thanks, Daryl. Thanks, John Wayman. Appreciate everything. O'Malley Tours, Around the Grounds, and Andy Munro, thank you very much for coming on board. JK, Kingsley Purvis from the West, Pete Donaldson, sir, thank you for coming on board. And all of the lurkers that we've had on board tonight as well. Don't forget, we do this every Wednesday night at 8:15 p.m. Probably because it's just easier that way. That way I actually remember to do it. And y'all don't need notifications. We're just here, 8:15 p.m. every Wednesday night. So share it with your mates. Let's get a few more people on board and get this chat fired up a bit more as we move into summer. Like I said, the next couple of weeks, I'm probably going to pop up for the chat out at Tailem Bend. So look forward to that too. Thank you, everybody, for coming on board. We'll see you next week at 8:15. Sound or no sound. We'll see how we go. Cheers.